Hello everyone, this is Eagle. Welcome this time in a new game called Warno. This is just released from Eugene. It's set up in modern era. The game is still in early access. It has only two divisions. One is for the NATO, United States basically, and the other is for the Soviets. Here I am having a quick look on the units, which is in a pre-made division already set up by default. So it's divided in a similar way like a Steel Division and the classic Eugene games like Airland Battle. So it has a logistic tab, infantry tab, artillery, tank, recon, AA, helicopter, and air. I wouldn't recommend to get the game at this stage yet because the only thing available is these two division and some multiplayer ranked and 1 versus 1 to 4 versus 4, not even a 10 versus 10 or a campaign is available. Basically lots of contents are not available yet. The setup for this division is pretty basic. Infantry, artillery, you can see here an MLRS artillery. I will make a full review about the game, but I think it's unfair to judge it at this stage. I'm just having this video as a first look to the game, but once it's fully released, then we can actually make a full review and at this time advise if it's good enough or not. Just in this case I will have a look at it. So tanks, also pretty standard. We have the Abrams and some anti-tank vehicles. We have like 3 variants of the Abrams here. The concept of this game is similar to Eugene Airland Battle and Red Dragon, because I don't know, for some reason the Eugene abandoned the concept of front line, which was in the Steel Division 2. I think this was the most successful mechanic in Steel Division 2. I don't know why they abandoned this. The game goes back to its classic route by having a commander which has to control some portion of the ground. Okay, this is pretty basic units, what we know already from Eugene Red Dragon, the normal airland battles, Apache and Cobra, helicopters in the steppe. As we can see, the air we only have like F4, which is able to carry both ground and air missiles, as well as the A-10, which is a tank buster basically. And then we have the F-15C, which is pure fighter. I won't go over through the Soviet division yet. It's basically same counterparts of this one. I will, however, move directly to multiplayer. I have to get this minimized in order to see the plane. One new feature which I noticed related to having companies inside the division itself. So basically you put group of units and then you can deploy them at once. I'm not sure how this is going to be implemented on the future or what will be its basic role yet, but I think it would be a good feature if it's implemented right. Let's see about this. I mean, the interface also is not the best thing, but I understand this. I think there will be lots of changes in the coming updates for sure, because this is still very early access. Let's see a multiplayer game. So this is basically like my first multiplayer game in this game, Warno. I think it stands for Warningorder. So here is the map, quite big, similar to not Steel Division, similar to Red Dragon type of maps. We are playing with the NATO. It's 4 versus 4 game. I think we are in red, and our opponent is in blue. I have deployed some of my troops in the middle. My friends or my colleagues are on the left and the right side. This guy deployed lots of units, mostly tanks and armored cars, while I started with the MLRS and only 2 tanks and a couple of infantry units. The others on the right deployed some recon helicopters, as well as other infantry units as well. On the other side we have our opponent. So basically this runs the same way as Red Dragon. As I mentioned, we need to capture the little boxes on the map by putting a commander. Wow. So this was the first fighter fight. We were able to get one of their fighters using this F-15. It's quite hard to zoom in these lanes. They are so fast. Anyway, I'm advancing now to the middle, to hotel sector. The sectors are named also same way as in Airland Battle. So obviously we are taking points for each sector we capture. So the fighting goes on. So now he's trying to advance to my sector. These planes are so fast. He's firing Nabal. I think he will, yeah, he's destroyed totally. My colleague just lost two of his aircraft. I like the details as usual. Eugene take care of small details. Looks nice for the Abram. So now I'm advancing my Abrams ahead. I'm preparing to attack the next sector. Pretty amazing details. I'm also deploying anti-air because I did not deploy anti-air in the beginning and I had some planes coming through the middle, so it would be good to be able to suppress them. I have my MLRS here as well, which I will use to RT. Obviously I'm total noob in this. I'm just trying to figure my way on what to do exactly. I'm also not very used to the interface yet. I'm not sure if there is a hotkey to zoom or lock on the unit, because it's getting very hard to actually zoom on a moving unit and lock on it. If there isn't, then I hope Eugene add a lock key for the camera, because it's actually allow for cool pictures and cool videos. Okay. And boom, this plane goes down. I think it was Sukhoi 25, I think. It's a tank buster as well. Counter to the, or similar to the A-10 on the Allied side, or the NATO side in this case. Okay, I started firing using my MLRS rocket launchers. I'm attacking this area in order to put my troops. I'm also going from the other road by deploying some infantry. Fighting goes on all fronts now. Okay. Wow, I was able to just run beside the tank. I mean, this should not happen. The tank should have destroyed my infantry from far away. My infantry have anti-tank rocket launchers now and they are attacking the tank. It's almost destroyed. I think I lost my two Abrams, which were here by some artillery. Too bad. The rocket launchers are, I mean, like anti-tank missiles and bazookas are very good here. So I'm trying to advance in the forest. He has some BMB, yes, and a tank there. Oh, destroyed by the rocket launchers. Anti-tank squads. Here is my anti-air unit. He has some recon units here. Oh, I was trying to get him with an A10, but he has the anti-air. The plane went straight down. I'm a big fan of the frontline concept, actually. I don't like the sector mechanism. I'm not sure why Eugene went back to this mechanism. I mean, as I mentioned before, the frontline was the most successful thing Eugene implemented, I think. It's one of the reasons I still play Steel Division until today. But let's see. I think there will be lots of continuous development to this game. Let's see how it goes. I'm firing my MLRS again, and I deployed another one as well. It's kinda cool playing with this MLRS. So I'm trying to push forward. I deployed another 2 Abrams here. The Abrams are moving forward. What is this? Wow, this is smoke? I think it's smoke. I think it came from these two. The artillery is a bit strong. Okay, the tanks are trying to... Yeah, now I put my leader. So he's giving me area of influence inside the sector. So it's kinda like they minimize the front line to be just inside the sector. But this cancels the map basically. I mean, what is the point of having a big map if you're only fighting a small portion of it? I mean, let's see how this goes. I like the Abrams, basically, they look cool. One of their planes running away. Another one is coming. I moved my command unit to the front, so I lost basically the sector. So if you don't have a commander, then it's basically like you are not having the sector. Which is not good, because I have troops inside that sector. I'm not sure why. Then I have to put another commander, I think. He's deploying 2 tanks, 2 T-80s, Soviet tanks. Again, I have lost my Abrams. Okay, I have an Apache here. Boom. Yes. I fired all the missiles, I think. He had to retreat. This tank has a rocket. Now I'm trying to advance also from the right side. With my anti-tank squads and a Bradley. I am also deploying 2 anti-tank vehicles. You have lots of recon units in this area, so he's probably have an eye on what I have in the sector. He's firing missiles on my tank. I deployed another tank, commander tank. I'm not sure if a commander tank can actually take this sector or not. I think it should, but I'm not sure yet. Because I already have a commander in the sector. So he lost his T-80s. Now he's firing. Wow. Ooh. This was a lane hit. He fired some cluster bombs, I think. And I lost the Abram again. It's very easy to lose tanks here. This is my plane. Don't know what took it so far. So I almost took this sector now. I mean, almost 75% of it is mine. And we are leading. Bradley is attacking his units. He's one of the guys surrendered on the other side. That's 4 versus 4. I think the guy in front of me just thought that it's over. I mean, the front is quite balanced. And finally, I am able to get the sector. I think he has lots of troops here. He will destroy my infantry. Yeah. Trying to support with the Apache, but this is my friend Abram. I advanced the anti-air a little bit so that his troops is actually on retreat. So I bombed him with an F4, Phantom 4. This is my F15. Don't know what brought it here. Nice details. I think it will get destroyed if it doesn't run away. Firing flares. Let's see if it can run. Area is hot, and now it's back to safe. Nice. So it was able to evacuate safely. We still have some troops here, and I think now this is the computer brain AI. So this is the Apache. It's a normal Apache, not the longbow. The longbow has a radar over it. But this is an early model. Now I'm trying to support the right flank because the guys there are facing difficulties. So I'm kinda barraging the enemy with MLRS missiles. The right flank is a bit strong, but we are advancing very well from the middle and from the left. I mean, this is good for a first game. Not bad at all. The size of the map actually make the gameplay a bit slower than the usual in a Steel Division and other Eugene games, which is something good. Nice. Kaboom. Destroyed by a missile. So as I was saying, the usual problem with most player facing in games like Steel Division is that it's very fast. It's very fast for average people. I mean, you have to be very focused, and that takes away some of the tactical aspects because you have to think so fast in the game and move so fast, which is not something should be around in an RTS. Basically, this might work in first-person shooter, but not in an RTS, which should be played in a very tactical way. So having a large map like this might be a good factor in slowing the game a little bit. But the downside, someone might say that it could also make it a little bit boring. I mean, I don't know, I think if they implemented the front line on such maps, maybe it will be better. But it's too early to judge now. So as we can see, we are almost winning, and only the right flank is holding. But we have more sectors than the other guys. My colleagues here are struggling. E10. So what's going on my sector? I think I secured the middle totally, and I am now pushing forward. Yeah, I'm trying to cut them into pieces, basically, like split them into half. So isolating the right flank from the left flank. A job that seems to be easy, because there is nobody in the middle. So I think this is over for the opponent team. We almost lost. I mean, there are a couple of tries to get that sector, but I think it's too late. It's almost over. Even we have the skies now. Only this 2 or 3 sectors are holding. But I think it's also too late for them. I'm still firing at them. Right. And yeah, the game is over. So let's see. This is, I think, the kills of the whole team. So having this F-15 got lots of lanes, basically, Meg and Schois. And this is the total score for everyone. And that was it, basically. Thank you everybody for watching, and see you in another game. Bye.